Hey y'all, it's Tanya. I thought today we would make some envelope flips. Um, I don't know if anybody else has done this or not. I really don't know. There's only like a few people that I watch normally on videos. So if there's one out there, I don't know about it, or I would give them credit for it because, I just would. Um, but I'm gonna show you. Let's see. This is my ideal book, but this is what we're gonna make. It just flips like this and flips like that, and then you have pockets here and a pocket here. Okay, and so this is what we're gonna try to do today. I don't believe it's the same size envelope that I'm using today, and it's not. Um, Matter of fact, this one that I'm going to use today is 5.5 by 4, so 4 by 5.5, and so that's what we're going to work on. But so first of all, what we're going to do is you're going to take two envelopes that are the same size, and then you're going to stack them together. It doesn't matter what size you use as long as they fit, in your journal without too much problem there, button up against something else or whatever. So, but this is what I usually do with mine. I haven't made these in a while yet, so it'll probably, hopefully I can do this without messing it up. But first thing I'm going to do, and you don't have to do this, but it makes it easier to slide something in these pockets. And on this one, let's see if you can see this one right here that I did. I put the flap down like this so that um, this the gluey part of your envelope is on that side down. Okay, but I don't really like the way it does this. I mean, it's fine, but it's kind of hard, as you can see, to get the journaling cards out. So what I'm going to try to do today is flip it back this way, and so the pocket opens up from this side, which may still give you a problem. I don't know, but I'm just going to try it, and hopefully the ink will take over this. I took a little bit of wet rag and just kind of wiped that off so that the sticky is gone, so that you won't have to worry about that sticking to the other, to the next page. So anyway, let's get started on some of these and see what we can do. The first thing I usually do, and like I said, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to cut a little bit of this down. So, let's see here. Line it up on my map so maybe I can draw a straight line. I don't know if that's going to help or not, because y'all know how I am with the straight lines, doing anything straight, really. So I'm just going to go across there like that. And if I can see, I'm going to go across there like that. Okay? And then let's do another one, because we're going to have two envelopes that we're going to be using for this project. Okay, and then I'm going to you want a scissors with a sharp point on them, so it's easier to get all the way to the end there. Okay. cut that off. I don't want to cut into my envelope though. Okay, got that one done. I'm gonna do this one. Oops, cut these off. I don't know why I'm throwing my scissors down yet. Okay. Alright, so we're going to take all that off of there. Okay, and then the next thing you want to do, let's see, try to get these lined up as good as you can. That, and then we're going to glue these flaps together. Well, if my glue would work and cooperate, it had a glue booger in there. Well, I guess booger's not a good term. A goober. We'll say goober. Okay, so we're just gonna fold that over like that. Okay. Alright, and then the next thing you're gonna do, got a little bit of pencil mark still on that. Let me get that off of there. Okay, now you can skip this step if you're not going to ink yours, but I am going to ink mine, so you want to go ahead and do it now, and we're going to see how this thing will take, if it'll take the ink or not. We're going to cut some of this off anyway. Actually, let me go ahead and do that so that we're not inking stuff that we don't have to ink. Because the one I used in this one had, the envelope was made a little bit different. And it has this kind of flap here, instead of a triangle shaped one. So, if you've got this kind of flap, you don't have to worry about this step that I'm doing, and you really don't have to worry about it anyway if you want it kind of at an angle. But I have found that when you make a pocket out of something like that, it's just, I don't know, it's just easier to have it more, take that triangle shape off of there and have it more, rectangle. So, alright, it looks like it's taking the glue okay. It's still a little bit, but we're not going to worry about it because I just want to go around the edges because I'm going to mat this when I get through making this. And something else I need to see that I need to do too that I forgot about, but it doesn't matter when you do that part, I don't guess. But it would make this easier to do here if you're going to be inking. You probably want to go ahead and do that other step first, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But I just want it to be inked, so when I lay my mats down, you can see where where to lay them. Because I usually leave just a little bit of a border around the mats, So I don't want it to be white there. I want it to have a little bit of color. Of course, and like I said, if you like that look, then you don't have to worry about this step. Okay, so we're just going to ink around there. It's probably going to be easier and faster to do it this way, because these envelopes are kind of thin, the ones that I'm using. I've got some craft envelopes too, but they're a little big. I don't think they would fit down, you know, fit on the page without running into the other page next to it. So how are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Me and my husband are still talking about some things and how we're going to proceed from here, since he wants a divorce. So I will probably be moving at some point. But you know, it's kind of tough when you're living on Social Security and you're retired. But I don't know. You know, come to think of it, I could do that. Did I do that on the other one? Y'all, I told you it's going to be a mess on this one probably, because I haven't made this in a long time. So, yeah, I see what I did. I covered it too. So, all I need is to ink the borders. Okay. Alright, now for the other step that I was talking about, let's see here. Now, I don't know if your envelope, mine apparently are cheap envelopes, and so see how that lifts up. So I'm going to glue that down, because I don't want it to be trying to come up, even though I'm going to have some paper over it. It will still, this part right here would get hung up on cards or whatever you're going to put in there. It would probably get hung up a little bit, so we're going to try to nip that in the bud. Oh my gosh, y'all, that reminds me of Barney Fife. Nip it in the bud. Okay, so now, as you can see too, when you do this, you're going to have a little bit of, this one's going to stick out just a little further, which, you know, that's a good thing, because it will make it look like more of a flip. So I forgot to do this back side. Because it's going to be seen also. Okay, and that's the side that's going to be glued down, so you don't have to worry about inking that. Let's see, that needs a little bit more. Okay. Now the next thing you're going to do, or what I did, was I just went ahead and matted my envelopes. So you just want to find some paper that you want to use. And let's see. Trying to remember what journal I'm going to do next. So, kind of undecided actually. I had thought I knew what I was going to do, but there's something I'm thinking I might need to make for someone, so it may change as far as what I'm going to use. I should have had this already picked out, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't have my ducks in a row very good, did I? Let's see. I thought I had one of those blue sheets. Yeah, I have this, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to cut, which you don't have to use the same thing. Matter of fact, well, I don't know if I got anything that would coordinate with that, though. Actually, unless that would, yeah, that would do it. So, alright. So, let's see what I'm going to do. I don't usually do a lot of measuring, y'all. And besides, these envelopes are never totally straight. So, I'm going to see. I hope I can see this mark when I go to cut it, because it's right there on that rose. Right there on the rose. So let's see. That and sorry, y'all. Sometimes I have to pick things up to look at it. I hope I'm not out of frame. Okay, let's see if that's going to work. Yeah, just a little bit of, little tad off of this side here. Just a sliver. Okay, so that one's going to go there. Depending on what kind of envelope too is how difficult this project's going to be for you. Because some of the envelopes that are straight across here, instead of this number here, this is going to be a little more difficult, because you're going to have to pretty much do this number. Or this is how I did it. Slid my paper in there, and I don't know why it's not wanting to go. Because I had a little bit of glue that seeped out, that's why. So, you would just put it in like that. Excuse me, y'all. My sinuses, ugh, they're just killing me here lately. Get a sip of water. And then what you do on this then is you'll just cut this, just trace around it, and then you can cut that out. And I can see that I didn't get very even on that either. Oh no, I did. I just didn't have that shoved in. Okay, whew. That's me, y'all. I am the queen of goofs. Queen of goofs. Okay, so that's how you'll do that. But for now, we're doing the back sides, so they're just straight. You don't have to do anything to them. Just cut them the size that you need. So, okay, let me find my glue stick so we can get rolling here. one place where I wish you could snap your fingers and it would be done. Is the gluing part. Ugh. Because it's so sticky, y'all. Okay, as you can tell, these envelopes they're not even straight. Almost makes you think I did it, but I didn't make these. But now, if you don't have envelopes, you can certainly make your own. If you have an envelope maker, or envelope board, or whatever, you can make your own envelopes. Okay, I just wouldn't use a real thick paper to make them. Alright, so let's do this side now. Come up to about right there. Let's see here. And then about right there. So, and this project is fairly easy. It's just basically just cutting paper and putting a matting on your envelopes. So, that's basically all you have to do. Let's see. That's gonna fit okay. Yep, close enough. It'll work. It will work. Y'all, it has been raining so much here. I'm telling you, we're going to float away. Just float away. All the water we've been getting. And you can't mow the grass, and the grass is growing like weeds because of all the water and rain we're getting. So it just, you know, ugh. You have to let it dry out before you can mow, or you put ruts in the yard. Okay. Go with that. My glue pages attached in my book because it slides around all over the place. I can't keep it straight. But I had gone ahead and torn that one out, so. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Alright, now that we got the back sides, I'm going to put glue on here because this is confusing me. I'm trying to make sure I don't do something to that I don't need to do. Yep, so that'll work. Alright, now all we have to do is do a mat for the fronts and then, well, the backs of the envelopes, I guess. I don't know which one's front, which one's back, but anyway. So we're going to put a mat on these, and then I'm going to probably do a little, you know, tuck a mat down in there too. So let's use this paper. For this. Let's see here. I'll get my sides cut out right, and then I can stick it down in there and chomp it off. Let's see. Oh goodness. That's about my style there, y'all. I can't see where I marked it. That's just what happens. Okay, right there. I thought I saw that, but then it blended in so well with the leaf. Okay, do that. And I wonder we can get probably both of them out of this shape. Okay, so here's what I was talking about doing now. You just slide this in there. Get it a little bit even on both sides there. Okay. And then we're just going to trace around it. I should have tried to flip it around, do it on the other side, but then that's going to throw your measurement off because it's probably not, well, it may be perfectly straight. Y'all, I can't even do this. I can't even trace something straight. Okay, make sure I got all that done evenly there. Alright, then you're just going to take that out and cut out around it. And then you may have to trim off just a little bit on the bottom because we don't want it to be flush. Okay, let's see how we did. Yep, that's perfect. And see what I mean? You're gonna have to cut a little bit of that off, but not much, just a little bit. See if I got enough. I should have marked it, and then it wouldn't take but one time. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Not talking a whole lot today, you guys. I don't know why. I don't know. I guess I got lots on my mind. Make sure I get enough ink on there that I like. Okay, there we go. Let's try to get that glued now. Probably would have been better if I'd have tried to find some single-sided paper because I'm wasting my print over here on this one. And that other one too, actually. It had a print on the back. But okay, well, that was a little bit too close right there, but that's okay. Alright, now let's try the other one. Cut this off even. Because I'm going to need to turn it right side up to stick it in here. Uh-oh, y'all. Y'all see what I did? I just glued one of them and forgot about the other one, I guess. Why didn't y'all tell me? Okay. Make sure I don't have any glue that seeped out of there. Trying to leave a little bit of a gap on both sides here. Okay. I think why it's hard to trace around these is because the paper's so thin and it does not want to, it wants to bend with my pencil passes. But to me, I have found this is the easiest way to mat a weird shape like that. Okay. I try to go below the pencil line there so that you don't see the pencil marks and I don't have to erase them when I get through. Alright. There we go. You know what, you guys? You cut that off even and that would make a cute little pocket, wouldn't it? Or you could do it this way. Just a thought, just a thought. Mark that this time and see if that comes out any better. Okay, in case y'all are wondering what I'm doing back there, I have a little basket I keep for trash. Oh me. Because I have a big trash over here to the right of me, but it's a little, it's not just right next to me, so I have to stretch to reach it. That little basket is so cute though. I picked that up I think at the Dollar Tree. They had some bigger ones too, but you know, I didn't want to take up that much room on my desk. Because you know, us crafters, sometimes space is limited. Or it is for me. My husband was supposed to be working on my craft room so I could get back in it instead of being in my bedroom doing this. But, you know, that's what happens. So, I guess he won't have to worry about doing that now. Alright. Of course, I will say this. It's been amicable. I can't say that word. But we're not fighting or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. He just decided he didn't want to be married to me anymore. But honesty. Been having problems for a few years, so I guess it's just coming to I would have tried to make things work, but he wasn't wanting to do that. He didn't think we would be able to, so that's okay. I guess we'll just see what God has in store, what He says about the matter. So, ooh, I got a lot of little glue giblets or something. Okay. Alright, now we've got those covered. Let's see, you know what? I hope I didn't do this upside. No, that's going to be sideways. That's going to be sideways too, so that doesn't matter. Or it does it to me. You may want to make sure when you're making these, if you make any, that you're doing them the right, correct. If it's not non-directional paper, then you need to make sure you get it how you want it there. Okay, so then the next thing we're going to do is try to push some paper down in there, and I don't know if I want to use the same paper or not. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see if we got something else that would go with it. I wish I could find something a little more neutral like that. Let's do this, y'all, since we have it. Okay, and we're gonna mark that where we want it. Put that down. Keep that strip for journaling something on, or stamping on. It's kind of small, isn't it? But that's okay. Uh-oh. I stuck it in the wrong bag. I have bags over here, y'all, that I keep papers in and stuff that I pull from when I'm filming. And my little strips have a bag too. And I've done got it all out of order here. Sorry, y'all. I could be doing this later, didn't I? Okay. I think, let's see. Yeah, that's going to be, you don't have to go all the way down because it's not going to be seen anyway. And then I'm going to leave a little touch of a border there. Yep, that will work. I have to do the bottom inking because it's not going to show. And just a little bit of the side will, probably not much at all. Let's see. Okay, I'll try to use this and see if it'll slide around some for me. I don't know if it will or not. Oh. Oh my goodness. That's how sticky my fingers have done got. Let's see. That down there. Okay. Alright, so we got that one done. Let me see. It's got a little bit of writing on this side. I think it goes that way. Okay. Don't have to go all the way down, so just a tad in case I get it crooked on there. Let's do that. This side. Okay. Oh y'all, I'm so slow. I thought I could get at least maybe a couple of these done, but it don't look like it's gonna happen. Of course, I have one over there that I've already inked up, so we'll see. We shall see. Actually, you wouldn't have to put glue on the bottom of this, because the top of it's enough to hold it down and it'll stay. It will stay glued. This one's gonna wanna, this side's gonna give me grief. I can see it already. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now, the only other thing you want to do is put a little bit of paper there. And it's going to be on the other side, so it really doesn't matter if it matches or not. But since I have this, I'm going to go ahead and just use it. Let's see. Same thing here. Let me try to get it even. I hope I ain't getting my big fat head in the way. There's going to be a little bit of a border there. Let's see. Only thing about this is I don't know how straight I'm going to get it. So let's flip it over and do it this way maybe. I can see if I can get it kind of even. Well, that ain't going to help because then I have to flip it over. And I don't know. We'll see. If not, I've wasted a little bitty piece of paper, so oh well. I can use it for something else. So we'll see. Alright. I don't know what I did, but that's not even... That's not right at all. Probably because I flipped it. I didn't have it on the right side, I guess. I don't know what I did, y'all. I don't know. I probably didn't trace it good enough, but we're going to fix that too. We're going to fix it. All we need to do is come down here. Oops. Wait, that one does look right on that side, so let's just try cutting a little bit of this off and see what happens. Well, okay, I'm struggling on this one, y'all. Cut a little bit of that off. Yep. I see something else too. It's showing white. I don't want white. Yeah, that's close enough, y'all. That's close enough. Y'all can probably trace around that a lot better than I did. So, you probably won't have that problem. Okay. I need to wipe my fingers so they're not sticking to the paper. Okay. That'll work. It's going to be flipped on that side anyway, so. Okay. Got that. Now, all you need to do, or what I did, you don't have to do this, if you don't want to. Oh, excuse me for a second, y'all. Let me try to get my box of tabs down. Something that will go with it. If not, we'll just cut us one, because we'll need two. That's a little bit different. Actually, that pink actually goes better with it. I don't know if I got another one though. That cooler. This is a good thing, y'all, to do with your scraps that you have left over. Is just make you some tabs. And then you got them when you need them. That's a little bit bigger. I have a punch that punches these, and then I have a die cutter and a die set that does this too. Well, what do you know? I found another one like that one, so that's the one we're going to use. So that's it. Oops, drop one. So you might could try using 3 envelopes, too, if you've got smaller ones, so they don't, you know, like, they don't butt up against this page here when they're closed, because this one's a little bit bigger too, but yeah, so you could try 3 if you want to. I might do that one day too. Let's see. I want one on that end and one on this end. So let's see. That's why my glue don't ever work out, because I leave the lid off of it so much. I get myself confused. Yes, I do. But I'm right-handed, so I have to have everything kind of on this side when I'm doing it. When I'm working on things. Well, I would never make it if I was going to mass make things, y'all. And I've actually done that before, but I didn't get a whole lot done when I did mass make. God, I'm so slow. I'm kind of too much of a perfectionist, I think, too. Y'all see, I forgot to ink that. I inked one side of it, not the other. But that's okay. That's a-okay. So, alright, there you go. The envelope flippy. See? Then you just glue it to your page like, I don't know if I have a page that's folded in half. Yes, I do. So you just take your page and do this number to it. You're just going to glue this side on right there, and then on this side you'll have your little flip out. So there you go, and I see white, so you know what, we are going to have to do a little bit of inking right there. there you go. Okay, guys, that's my project for today. I hope y'all enjoyed that, and hope y'all will make you some. So, because, you know, they're just really cute. If you did want to put it on the other side, like this, you could do that too, and then you'd have to mat the opposite side. So, but that's good. So anyway, okay guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and please give me a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I would really appreciate it, and it would help me grow my channel so that I can get my videos out there to more folks. But yeah, I'd appreciate it. So thank you guys, and God bless, and have a good day, and I will see you in the next video.